Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we'll be using the Consecrated Beasts deck, which is a deck centered around the Bonecruncher's energy block. What is this Bonecruncher's energy block you talk about? Well, it's a card that's generated exclusively by our two Consecrated Beasts here, the Scorpion and the Serpent. And as you can see, right from the get-go, we get 6 of them from the Serpent's passive ability. Just generate 6 of them and places them evenly into our deck. I start the game off by putting on these two things, which just pair well with discarding mechanics. And then I use Stove to get the Serpent's talent card, because the talent card is really good. Now I use the bonecruncher I got to discard that Linny card I had, and also give me 1 energy and 1 die. So it's like I haven't lost yet, but you know, bonecruncher. And also you might be wondering, why am I using the Serpent's elemental skill here, right at the start? Because I have nothing to swirl. And the answer is, it's so that I can draw cards. So basically, how it works is that the Serpent's elemental skill draws 1 bonecruncher's energy block card. And then it also draws 1 card for each bonecruncher you have in your hand. And because it draws 1 bonecruncher first, it's always guaranteed to draw at least 1 card after that, which is really cool. And that's why you always want to use it at the start of the game to just draw more cards. And besides, there's no point starting with a Scorpion and trying to swirl Electro, because 99% of the time, your opponent is not gonna let you swirl anyway. So you might as well do it in this order. And anyway, this rotation is usually better because now we are on the Scorpion and we are actually going to use another bonecruncher here in round 2 to get it to 2 energy, and then we can just use its burst right away. And the Scorpion's burst here is exactly like Cleese. It makes your opponent kill themselves. I hope I do not get demonetized for saying that. I use the Linny card to just draw more cards because I need more bonecrunchers, and luckily I got at least 3 because, I mean not at least 3 but like, luckily I got 3 because that's the maximum number of stacks you can get for this Thunderbolt trap.
Truth repeats its course.
As for them, they use Faru. I keep calling her Fatui-san even though that's the name of the deck and she's called Faru-san. They use Faru-san's burst. I just take her out. And I also Lotus up my Serpent here so that if they swirl the Cryo on the Scorpion right now, it won't deal damage to my Serpent. So of course they don't swirl it, so I just switch to my Serpent so that the Cryo doesn't get swirled to the Narwhal as well. Now going to the next round, I'm definitely going to use my Serpent's burst. But first I need to hope that they don't have Tandoori Chicken to just annihilate my Serpent before I can do anything. Like Tandoori Chicken plus King Squire Bow would annihilate my Serpent. And I knew they had King Squire Bow because Sir Arthur copied their King Squire Bow for me, which was at the top of their deck. It is a lot of mechanics to just explain right now, but I mean, that's what this update is all about, I guess. You can take your time reading through all this. It took me like an entire hour to read through all the new cards, by the way. It's kinda absurd. Anyway, I used the burst for 4 damage. And that also discarded more cards, which just keeps on increasing the max HP of my Narwhal here. And now my plan is to use the last 3 cards for tuning. And if I tune the last 3 cards here, it'll increase the max HP of my Narwhal by 2. Giving it 9 stacks of Anomalous Anatomy, meaning that its elemental skill now deals 4 damage. Combined with Electro Charge, that's just enough damage to 2-shot Lynette here, which is exactly what I do, and I take the win. GG.
So through my